Of course, best of 3 duel for the first points on the board here. All right, both players are ready. Here comes your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Con X5 kicking off the last matchup of a long day here. We got Mesa versus ShKsters. Exit and 59 going to kick things off with their duel. Trading damage. Exit's going to get the best of it. Oh, jumps in his face with the stinger. That's a smart play. Kills him one step away from the health packs. Looking for the respawn. Out of ammo, only going to have an enforcer. And somehow manages to steal that 100 armor right in front of him. Keeps him alive. He's going to really want that shock rifle, but he goes up the lift instead. Probably a smart play. Doesn't want to get cut off there too bad. But desperately needing another weapon or some ammo. And grabbing those health vials is going to tell 59 exactly where he is. So now we got a little bit of ring around the rosy happening. Oh, an exit. Despite not having a weapon, somehow stacks back up and gets that first shield belt. So some mind games going on. I think 59 was maybe trying to circle around and ambush him. Instead, exit made himself scarce, circled around, grabbed that belt. And now that he's got a shock rifle and a link gun, it can actually do some damage and defend himself properly. 100 armor does spawn right now. He's in great position for it. Ooh, shock balls touch. Don't you hate when that happens? So the shock primaries trading back and forth. Exit though with a little bit more health. 59x, a little bit more armor. But Bell gonna go back to exit next right, so not a lot of opportunities to challenge this belt so far. You can see 200s, 2 belts for exit, only 100 for 59x. Question though is having complete control of the map right now and having him on the run down to 20 HP. Is exit going to be able to turn that into kills? Because right now he's only up 1-0 and dominating the stats on the scoreboard doesn't mean anything unless you can put some actual frags to it. And we'll see what he can do here. He needs to grab that shock rifle to give himself some more ammo. He's been doing a really good job of stocking up on health vials as he traverses the map. 100 armor is up. You see him trapped in that corner. No real damage coming out. And so yeah, exit's just going to keep sort of running the map right now, sort of playing the items instead of looking for any crazy opportunities yet. But I think with that belt, look how stacked he is, 162 over 150. He does have a lead, so it's not really, the onus isn't on him to make any risky plays. But at some point, he's going to want to start a fight. So you can see from Exit's perspective here, I mean, he's looking very comfortable, running around the map, almost maxed out on health and armor. 59x, though, has basically just been avoiding him. Unfortunately, hasn't really been picking up health vials, so he's got 87 armor stacked up, and that'll allow him to draw, you know, relatively even armor-wise, but almost double the health now for Exit. It's going to allow him to be really kind of recklessly aggressive if he wants to be. He's got to choose his battles here. Oh, look at that. 2 more shock primaries, and once again, 1 shot away from getting a kill. Oh, they trade rockets, and that was a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, Exit had a bead on that belt and was able to get to it. Oh, the mid-air link. That's going to trace him down pretty good. And Exit doesn't need this health all that bad, but he needs to catch 59X going to the health. And there is that close range link. Can the Rockets break him down? They do. And that was a trade, but I think that actually benefited 59X there. I think Exit had him dead to rights. Should have been an easy kill, but the Rockets, at the very least, able to trade and reset Exit. Now, Exit wisely backs up, grabs 100 armor, already has a sniper rifle in his hands. ShKsters. Oh, dives right into his face. I thought that was going to be another pancake. Wouldn't be the kill, but more pancake damage. We've seen so many of those already today. 59X, though, getting in his face with Link, taking him down, has 20 HP, but gets the kill with the belt. That was a huge turnaround right there. And this is what I was talking about with Exit. He had control of the map for like 4 minutes and couldn't get any more kills on the board. He was just kind of like looking for his opportunity, but he kept getting more and more stacked up. And then with those rockets, 59X was able to break that down and didn't get the kill. They kind of traded, but it reset everything. And then 59X had his opportunity to jump right back on top. Close range Rocketeer jumped in, trying to take him out again. But Exit was able to smack him with the close range sniper this time. And there you go, tied right back up. 100 armor back in Exit's control. Looks like he's going to grab this belt relatively uncontested. 59X happy to grab that 50 armor. No Exit. A little bit too predictable up that jump. So there's going to be a tense last couple minutes to this one. 3.5 minutes to go, still all tied up. Oh, big combo from below. Thought he was going to follow it up with a primary. He does, gets him down to 37 HP. One shot away, and he tags him on the way to the health. Exit knew exactly where he was going. 59X even slid to try to make his profile as small as possible. But finally, we see Exit tracking him down and finishing off the kill. He had a couple of opportunities like that in the opening half of the game. He was just one shot away from getting the kill, and there's a beautiful double combo. Or I guess a double shock ball combo. Just throwing his timing off with it, catching him around the corner. And now with the 2-frag lead, much bigger advantage with the clock winding down. So under 3 minutes to go, belt in his control, and now Exit can really play like he was playing before. Now if he wants to play to run the clock out, he's got that capability. And when 59X was able to break that, is when he got on his face with rockets. Take a quick look at the scoreboard, though. You can see the armor advantage squarely in Exit's favor. Damage is actually pretty even between the two. And so Exit at this point really is just kind of waiting for 59X to jump into his line of fire. Not having to be ultra aggressive here. You see he's way early at the belt, but he hasn't had to face much opposition at the belt. I mean, there's one little bit of a challenge, but diving right down in front like that with a link gun, really easy for him to deal with a combo like that. Gets the kill, and I think that's probably going to do it. The 5-frag lead in under 2 minutes to go. So Exit next right looks like he's going to grab map 1 to kick off this matchup. And there is the concession with about a minute to go. So we are now moving perhaps to a different hub. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But in any case, Exit next right, taking map 1. You can see the scoreboard there. I mean, the damage was relatively even. Exit was just in control of the map the whole time. 13 to 3 vests, 7 to 1 belts. A relatively slow-paced match. The whole first half, I mean, like I said, I think Exit had 1 kill, maybe 2 kills for like 5-6 minutes when he just ran the whole map. And eventually 59X made him pay for that. But in the end, Exit able to come back, put some points on the board, and then finish off strong.
Hail to the king, baby.
So it looks like a little bit of debate over server. We'll let them figure that out while I eat another bite of this mochi donut. My presumption would be that they're going to London. All right, game is up. We are jumping right on into it. Looks like ASDF will be map 2. Exit next right, taking Erase. So that would have been 59X's map pick. ASDF going to be Exit next right's map pick. As soon as we calibrate our field lattice generators, we'll be right in there.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, looks like players are ready. We have switched hubs. We have switched maps. There's a 1 map advantage for Exit next right. Let's see if he can take this or if we'll see a map 3. Here's your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Man, it's game time, baby. Connex 5. Bringing you map 2 between these two. Quick first blood by Exit. Chasing him down off the spawn. We saw him running around in map 1, had control of the map, had every advantage for minutes at a time, but wasn't able to convert them into frags. Then at the end of the game, really came on strong. 59X answers right back with a stinger kill. And there's the chase down off the spawn. The Link gets the kill, so 59X up 2 to 1. We haven't even seen a shield belt spawn yet. And already 3 kills, 59X down to 4 HP. Anything will kill him. There it is. Exit answers right back. A blazing start right now between these two. So here's your first belt spawn. Oh, and a clutch sniper shot there by Exit. Dove right down into his field of view, right in his face, really. Hit that sniper shot. If he misses it, he probably takes a good amount of damage. Instead, gets the kill and the belt. Control of the map is his, and now we'll see if he's a little bit more aggressive than he was in map 1, now that he's running the map. Oh, the fall away sniper, but he's going up the jump pad. Dangerous play there by Exit. Going into midair against a link gun out like that in perfect combo. Predicting 59X's movements exactly as he needed to there. 59X actually had him in a bit of a tough spot in midair again with that link gun, but instead... Oh, that the rocket's waiting for him. That'll earn a shield belt, and that'll turn things around for 59X in a hurry. We'll see what he can do off of that. Hits him again off the spawn. Needs to track him down in a double back by Exit. Going to give him a chance to pick up that 100, but he's still pinned in there. Only 2 HP. Anything will kill him, and there it is. The shock ball ties it right back up. And these two just continue to be extra aggressive here. Oh, the chase down with the Enforcer. 4 shots it took. But 59X makes it work and takes the lead with the Enforcer chase down. Oh, there's the dive, the big fight over belt. 2 quick shots by 59X. Exit next right's gonna run away and get chased down. 59X was able to grab that belt mid-fight, which can be so key. Now a 2-point lead. We'll see if he can chase him down, stay aggressive, and build it bigger. There's the killing spree with the sniper, though he did eat a good amount of damage from that rocket. Oh, Exit down to 4 HP. And 59X now on a roll. Running the map and more importantly, turning that into kills. So 59X now being a little bit methodical. I mean, you see in the last couple minutes, kind of roaming around the map, not really looking to pick a fight. Oh, Exit with the big combo. We'll switch to his perspective. Exit is looking to pick a fight now. He's got a big health advantage, pretty much even on the armor. And he's down by 6 halfway through, so he really needs to make something happen soon. Oh, I think he didn't even see him dive right in front of him. Big flat primary up front, downs him down to 30 HP. Oh, that sniper shot takes him down to 8. And 59X decides to be aggressive, risky play there, diving right in on that belt, despite ultra low HP. We'll see if that play right there comes back to haunt him. There's Exit now rolling around. All that extra armor has him down to 60 health. He knows he's going to have to circle across the map. Oh, nice bait there by 59X to get some stinger damage to break down his armor stack. And kind of surprised Exit's not going for the 100 armor right now. I think he's trying to bait him into it. Oh, had the combo lined up. Gets him on the second one, though. And Exit now pulling within 4, and there's still tons of time on the clock. Now, 100 armor and shield belt will spawn at the exact same time. So we'll see if they both go for it. 2 midair flaks in a row. That's a very difficult shot. He's still got 10 seconds, though. So we may actually need to back up reset his health, and then get down in there. 59X going to try to give chase. He gets turned away by the shock balls. And they do decide to trade, so Exit grabs belt. 59X will have 100 armor vest. Exit will want to get some health, though, before things get a little too hot and heavy, but 3.5 minutes to go. He knows he still has time to work with, but he is eventually going to need to pick a fight here and make something happen. Oh, there's a huge combo and 2 primaries in a row. Exit. Massive damage spike right there. Takes him down, and more importantly, took 0 damage in the process. There's the spawn kill. Follow-up gets the kill. Only down by 1. 3 minutes to go. Has basically full health and still full armor. This is a great position. Another one is 1 shot away from tying this one up. A huge link has him down to 2 HP, and he dives right down in front of him, and another kamikaze dive for the belt by 59X. I think that's kind of cost him in this one. He's done that twice now and paid for it both times. Oh, and then Exit next right there, going for that 100 armor. He takes some damage. We'll see if that comes back to play a role. Remember, Exit next right did take map 1, so he's got a little bit of extra leeway here. A little less pressure on him. 59X needs to take this one to stay alive and force a map 3. Oh, and the nice combo, long range. Just waits for it. Goes up, smacks him down. Unfortunately for him, though, doesn't grab the 100 armor. Does get the follow-up sniper, but Exit next right goes down, so 59X ties it back up. And this time looks like he will grab the belt, so 59X off that kill, able to grab the shield belt, and that could end up being huge. He's got 10 seconds now. He can push Exit off of this 100 and then go to try to end the game. Oh, up close, Flak versus Link. Flak wins out. Huge 50-50 fight right there. Kind of surprised, though, to see Exit standing in there looking for the finishing blow with such low HP. Now he's going to be on the run. 59X will be chasing him down. He gets the 1 peak sniper shot, dives into a combo. He has to be aggressive, though. Only has a minute to go. 59X chewing him up, down to 32 HP, but he's down to 5 HP himself, and Exit kills himself with the flak cannon. And then comes back and answers with the Enforcer. What a ridiculous way to end this game so far. What else will happen in the next 50 seconds? I have no idea what happened there, but Exit somehow killed himself. Respawn. Killed him with the Enforcer. Goes back up by 1. And then now 59X is diving at him. 59X hits the air rocket after grabbing the belt and ties it up once again with 30 seconds to go. So here we go. After basically 10 minutes, we're restarting. Tied up with 20 seconds to go. But we see another overtime today. He's chasing him down with Stinger, trying to end it right here. Exit has 28 HP. He's got to be careful here. 1 rocket can end it. 10 seconds to go. 59X is going for it. Oh, and it looks like Exit doubled back on him. More damage, down to 45 health. 1 sniper shot could do it, and he can't quite find him, so we're going to be in overtime. That'll give them 2 minutes to play with. So 59X is still in great position here, but 1 kill won't end it. Big combo. Chases him down to 180. Takes him out, and there is the lead by 59X. And Exit next right will have 2 minutes. He does steal the belt, though, and pushes away the combo with the piston. Still doesn't have a whole lot of options here, but he pulls out the rocket launcher, tries to do some damage, and 59X up by 2, though. Exit next right did take him down to 45 HP. Will he have enough time to catch back up with him? Oh, the bounce back and forth. You saw 59X just trying to avoid the shots by Exit, and Unfortunately for Exit, he takes too much damage there. He's going to have to back up for a second. Down to 42 HP. Exit now in the driver's seat. He's running low on time. He has to get a kill here. 42 HP for 59X, so even a shot primary will take him down. There's the kill. He's got 45 seconds left to go. Belt's in his pocket, and Exit is exactly where he needs to be, but now he has to chase him down and force a fight. He's running low on shock ammo. Huge pickup of the weapon right there. Not only to deny it from his enemy, but to give himself the ammo to stand in here and fight this fight. He's got to hit these shots. One more will do it, and he hits it. One more tick of damage would have taken him down. Instead, he ties it up. And with 20 seconds left to go, who's going to be aggressive here? Is someone going to try to end it? 59X hits one rocket, dives at him, tries to put him away right here, goes midair, turns around with 7 HP. Exit, one shot away. Instead, he baits him out and takes him out with the Enforcer. Can 59X catch up to him? All he needs is one Enforcer shot to take him down, and I don't think he's going to get it. No, oh, the last second peek, you saw him. Exit just looked right down the barrel of his gun. And 59X, unable to come back and answer. One of the strangest and most exciting finishes to a duel I've ever seen there. There was too much to break down at the end of that. You almost need a highlight video of just all the weirdness. So in the end, man. So in the end, Mesa Gaming takes the first point of the matchup, and we've still got 4 more points on the board, y'all. So lots more action left to bring you. They started off with a duel. I'm not sure if they're going to do the second duel next. We'll kind of await word from them. I'll give you a look at the rankings while we're waiting on that. I'll give it a quick update in case they've refreshed those. All right, looks like they're figuring out right now, schedule-wise, what to do next. They may just jump into the 4v4s. Yeah, the clip there, there was a lot of strangeness that went on in that duel. We've seen a lot of weird things today. Is it a full moon or something? We've seen weird kills, we've seen weird non-kills. We've seen enforcers coming out left and right. We've seen people killing themselves all over the place. All right, well, still waiting for these teams to figure out the exact game type and scheduling and organization. I'm going to take one more quick beverage break while we've got some time. We'll jump in that server when it pops up, and we'll be bringing you the rest of this last matchup of the day, Mesa versus ShKsters, coming up. All right, looks like we do have a server up. Map 1 will be Defiance. Heading on in there in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. We'll be starting the 4v4 portion of this matchup soon. I think we're going to finish that up, or follow that up with another duel, and then finish up with a 2v2 to close out our day. All right, we are in the server back on Defiance. This will be Mesa's map pick. See, we got Wasty, Kuzki, Lass, and Inceptos. Looks like we've got Masta, Clinic, and B-Ball so far for ShKsters. All right, looks like Crush going to be the fourth for ShKsters. So Master B-Ball, Clinic, and Crush against Wasty, Kuzki, Lass, and Inceptos. Again, Defiance will be Mesa's map pick. It's one they've been favoring and practicing a lot. Curious to see how ShKsters does on it. Like we covered before, Defiance, a map that is come from the UT3 stock pool. So one that some players are very familiar with, some players are actually relatively new to this map. And of course there are some changes in this version compared to even the UT3 version, so definitely a map that relatively new to a lot of folks, or at least this revision. Curious to see how familiar ShKsters is with it. I know Mesa in particular has been favoring it. There we go. And here we go. It's game time, baby. ConX5 jumping in. Wasn't sure if we'd have to restart there. But we finally got it organized into 4v4. So first 4v4 of the day between these two. ShKsters versus Mesa. We just saw that first duel come out. Mesa able to take that point. Of course, each of these 4v4 maps will be worth a point each as well. We're going to follow it up with another duel and then finish off the day with the 2v2s. Just to give you an idea of the agenda we got left. Appreciate everyone for hanging out with us all day long. I know we've got some of the folks across the pond getting pretty late out there. Wasty fell off the back of the map. I'm not sure if he got pushed off or if he just slipped on a banana peel. But in any case, still a 5-4 lead for Mesa. You're going to see, again, this sniper room. Sniper to the right side up there. 100 armors down here. Amp around to the left. You're going to see a lot of emphasis on that room. You do have the belt spawning right now, and that's kind of the one thing that'll pull people out of that room early on. Masta does grab it, has the shock rifle. He might be holding the back side of the map here. That is a possibility. You can cross over middle here like he just did, though, and help people out with that 100 armor very quickly. And right now, ShKsters doing a great job of holding the armors, but eats a flak ball by Inceptos. So Amp is up. It looks like Kuzki with the double kill. Kuzki using the jump boots. Haven't seen that enough on this map. Runs up there with the flat, gets the kill, gets the double kill and the Amp. Huge grab there and huge play early on in such a close game. We'll see if they decide to do that again later in this game. We've got jump boots in this particular section of the map. So you do have to be a little bit methodical with bringing those over to Amp. Just haven't seen many people utilizing them like that. Belt is up. Well, I should say ShKsters all over that belt. Clinic's gonna have it. Pushing his way over to that sniper area. Tons of damage coming out with that link gun. Doesn't take any in retaliation, and that'll give ShKsters the lead. See him still on a run with it. Now 35 seconds, and then you're going to have Belt and Amp spawn at the same time. So curious to find out how they split up, because it seems like ShKsters has largely just been sending a couple of people over to that belt every time it spawns. See him throwing a weapon for his teammate. Not sure where it landed, actually. Might have fallen off the side. We do have Amp spawning soon. We'll back up over to it. Masta's up top there. Masta already has 100 armor and sniper rifle waiting for this Amp, and that could be trouble. Inceptos trying to give chase. I don't know if Inceptos has jump boots, but he does a ton of damage to Masta. Masta gets away with 27 HP. Looking to heal back up. Gets the kill, threading the needle on Kuzki. That'll give him a killing spree, but eats a combo by Inceptos. Inceptos was able to actually grab that 100 armor and do a ton of damage, just wreaking havoc in this sniper room. They finally take him down. He did have the Amp dropped up top here. I don't know if anyone was able to grab it. It might have run out. Oh, nope, it was on the ground over there. So we'll take a look at this 100 armor room that's so important. A lot of teams, I mean, you can look at ShKsters. 4 people in this room right now, putting heavy emphasis on it. Of course, this vest is going to spawn periodically. That'll be a very popular power-up. Right now, nobody has timing of it, though, so that could be interesting. Whichever team sees this up and grabs it next may have free reign of it for a while. Shield Belt is almost up. Shield Belt, both teams do seem to have general timing for, because it's being hotly contested every time. Last by himself eats a flak ball. Clinic gets in there, and nobody really in position to help him. So kind of surprised to see people solo grabbing that belt. You do have 100 armor got grabbed. Looks like by Wasty, so Mesa may have timing of that, and ShKsters may not, because it was just chilling. Nobody really knew it was up. Mesa there, looks like they took control of that sniper room for a second. You can see Clinic pushing through with that belt and the flat cannon, able to push him right back out. Amp is up. You see Mesa clinging to a 1 frag lead. Masta able to grab that Amp, and right now it seems like the power-ups are really hard for anybody to lock down. We'll watch this Amp run and take a look at it. See that Amp getting dropped on the ground. Looks like it got picked up by Last. Ooh, missing that sniper shot. Had an opportunity. Teammate gets the kill. And with 40 HP, not wanting to be too overly aggressive here. Actually very surprised there. I think a bit of a mistake there by Last. He could have switched to Amp Link Gun up close, but instead I think he took one more sniper shot, then decided to switch. The indecision cost him a bit. That said, Mesa took back control of this area. Again, this 100 sniper Amp area. And back up by, this time, 6. I think might be their biggest lead of the game. We'll go on board with Wasties. He's got the most armor at the moment. Take a quick look at the scoreboard to see. Belts have been pretty much split 6 to 200 armors. Yeah, ShKsters has been controlling that vest area. But significantly more damage output. So right now, Mesa Gaming kind of just out shooting them. Oh, and a whole team wipe there. All of ShKsters just got knocked down. And this is going to be an opportunity for Mesa now to try to push around the map and score some points while they've got them all respawning. Belt and Amp will be spawning right now. Wasty's got 150 armor. Kuzki grabbed the belt. This is a big opportunity now. Mesa's got the entire map locked down. This is when they need to churn out some kills and extend this lead, because they don't know how long that control will last. Wasty goes on a killing spree. Another couple of shots, taking no damage so far. There's another one. Another shot comes out, so a big amp run. This is exactly what they needed. So they maintain control of that 100 area. You see them apparently not having the exact timing. Oh, and he gets chased down by 3 ShKsters, so he's going to be putting down some damage. But that 100 armor will be up, and ShKsters will be all over it again. And you can see 3 of them just grouped up and pushed through the sniper area. But Laz takes out Crush with the flat cannon, and Mesa still maintaining control of that room. We do have shield belt spawning right now. Kusky gets chased off of it by all 4 ShKsters. They just completely grouped up, and I think they decided not to push in to that sniper area, and instead they all grouped up and rushed that belt, took that. Now they're going to use that to try to push in and grab this area. Am's not up for another 15 seconds, so that won't necessarily play a factor here. But with the 6 frag difference halfway through this one, every amp is huge and every armor is huge. And look at ShKsters right now, three players with armor. That was a huge comeback right there. They just counterattacked, swept through the map. And now a big chance for them to try to pull back into this one. They've got amp, they've got all the armors. 10 seconds till the belt spawns. B-Ball, you can see just looking for people to shoot at. But belt is about to spawn and nobody from Mesa really in position for it. B-Ball is going to have 150 armor now on top of that. And amp is up. We'll go take a look at the 100 armor, which spawns in 7 seconds. So is Mesa going to back up into this room, or is ShKsters going to push through now that they've got that stack of armor and weapons on them? Looks like Mesa fighting back, so they've all backed up. You see Lass over there, Wasty over there. 3 players on Mesa now able to hold this area, hold them off, and still maintain a 7 frag lead, despite ShKsters really pushing through the map like we just saw. We'll go back on board with B-Ball to see what their strategy is. Trying to group up, maybe try to retake this room. See him peeking at the power-ups. Amp and Belt will respawn at the same time. You see Crush sweeping around with that Stinger off screen. That was why you heard the double kill. So it looks like a split. We got a couple of people from ShKster going to Belt. We do have Amp spawning right now. ShKster's on top of that as well. So every power-up in ShKster's hands. So watch out. Blue team only down by 6. Completely sweeping through the map, taking all the power-ups. Oh, it's Wasty taking him down. Wasty with the double kill with the rockets. That was a huge, huge kill. Grabbing that amp away from them, and now he's going to have an opportunity to do more damage. He can find these respawners. Wasty hiding away. Not a bad move. It seems like sometimes people forget you're back there. If you go down by the vials, you can survive a surprisingly harrowing experience, especially if you can give your teammates time to flank around and help. So Belt spawns soon. 100 armors right now. I'm not sure who may or may not have timing of it. Wasty's around it. He has no idea it's up. So obviously Mesa doesn't have timing of that 100. Belt was up. It looks like Masta grabbed it. So you can see them giving chase, trying to take down that armor. Clinic trying to force them through. You can put so much spam down in this little connector room. Makes it very difficult for people to get access to this 100 armor room. You did see ShKsters taking that as well. So more armor advantage to ShKsters, but still a lead, and in fact an even bigger lead for Mesa. I think at this point Mesa really winning on the backs of just pure fragging ability at this point. Oh, the amp link gun by Master sneaks up on him, just melts him down. 100 armor does get grabbed by Clinic. Ooh, and the double mid-air link. That's brutal to try to escape. Cuts it to a 12 frag lead. And that's exactly what ShKsters needs to do, is try to control this room, try to kind of, you know, step by step fight their way back in. Only a 10 frag deficit with 3.5 minutes to go. There's plenty of time However, you kind of get the feeling like ShKsters is giving Mesa their best shot, and Mesa's just shooting their way back in every time. Take a quick look at the scoreboard here. And you can see 7-4 belts, 15-400 armors. ShKsters has been completely dominating the pickups that they've been wanting to dominate. I mean, 6-1 amps off the stick, but you can see Mesa has actually more amp time because they've been killing them after they grab it. And more to the point, 3,000 or 2,000 and change more damage. That said, only down to a 9 frag lead. There's still time for anything that... Ooh, big bio rifle. I just saw it coming as soon as I said it. I was like mid-sentence, I just saw the bio blob flying right towards his face. And there's a couple more kills, pushing it back up to an 11 frag lead. Mesa now does grab that amp, and that's a huge grab. And look at that, they've got control of the 100 armor area, just begging ShKsters to dive into that amp now. There's some big damage output last year, trying to stay alive. And there you go with the killing spree with that amp. That was a big run, pushing it up to a 16 frag lead. Does go down, not much time left on that amp though, so it shouldn't really matter. 100 armor is up. That one will go to crush, so another 100 armor vest. Mesa, despite occasionally holding that room, just hasn't been able to get timing of it. So belts up in 5 seconds. We're going to abandon that fight and head over there. You can see ShKsters just converging all over, and that's basically been their strategy. It seems like, oh, the nice homing rockets around the corner. Gets one kill and smacks Clinic in the face as well. So Kuski, homing rockets coming up huge there. And there we go, just like that, it's a 20 frag lead. Mesa really turning it on in the last couple of minutes to seal the deal on this map. I think that'll do it. So map 1 in the 4v4 going to go to Mesa. That'll be a second point on the board for them. Map 2 of the 4v4 will be coming up next. Wasty going to try to finish off strong with another big amp run here. And Wasty now, relentless with a double kill there, pushing it almost to a 30 frag lead. Huge amp run to close things out strong. So it was a back and forth, really tightly contested match. Ended up kind of being one-sided in the last few minutes. I mean, really the last 3 or 4 minutes is when Mesa was able to turn it on and really push it past that double-digit mark. He had sort of a 7 to 12 range of a lead for Mesa, and they even had to come back in this one, so pretty close match. Could have gone either way for a while there. And I think Mesa, just look at that, a 4,000 or 37 or 38, 3,700 or so damage advantage was really the difference maker there. And you can see there 12 to 9 on the 50s, but 17 to 7 on the 100s, 9 to 5 on the belts. Still, even in the loss, ShKsters really dominating them when it comes to being in position for those power-ups. So we'll see if that continues in map 2 and how that plays out, because Mesa's definitely want to get a better handle on those pickups, whatever map they play next. So I think they're going to change hubs. That was on London, and that was Mesa's map pick. Now we'll be playing ShKsters' map pick on, I'm guessing, the New York hub or GCP East, one or the other. All right, looks like map 2 will be Tempest. Again, this will be ShKsters map pick. Kicking it old school. We talk about deck being one of the original games, or one of the original maps in the game, of course, going back to Unreal. Tempest was actually UT99 demo map, so one that goes way back if you look at the UT99 as its own franchise. And I was actually wrong. We talked about the map creators a while back on a stream, and it was in fact Khalifi B who made this map apparently. I knew he made Turbine. I thought Dave Ewing made this map. Dave Ewing made Orbital though, and a bunch of the other iconic maps. But yeah, credit where credit's due. I believe this map and Codex, both Cliffy B joints. All right, 7 of 8 players in the server, getting things going. We are approaching the halfway point of this match. Remember, we started off with a duel. Mesa was able to grab that. So first point on the board then. Second point on the table was this the first 4v4 that we just played. So Mesa up now with 2 points. ShKsters trying to take one back here in the second 4v4. Then we got another duel best of 3 and then a 2v2 best of 3 to finish off this nice long match day. Hope everyone's been staying active. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to stretch. You can always cast us to your living room TV and maybe do some like push-ups and, you know, maybe some yoga or something while watching. All right, players are readied up. Here we go. Map 2 at the 4v4 portion of this matchup. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. That is game time, baby. Connex 5 bringing you the last 4v4 of the day. We'll be on Tempest. Ooh, kicking it old school. We just saw Mesa take map 1 on Defiance. Putting another point on the board for them. This will be our 10th 4v4 of the day, so not bad. Cranking out all sorts of content for you internet folks. Another bio rifle kill. And ShKsters with a classic fighting over this sniper rifle. looking for that flat cannon. But we're going to head over to the shield belt room. We got Wasty up top. He's got a little bit of armor to help try to push them off. Crush and his teammates trying to push him. They don't really have many weapons, though. They're facing Wasty up top. Wasty manages to grab that belt. He's going to be facing down B-Ball. Oh, and Kuzki this time with the bio rifle kill off the wall. Saving Wasty from having to face down close range Link. Now he's got dual enforcers, which can actually be pretty scary in this game. 10 seconds till Amp spawns. For anyone unfamiliar with this map, here's where Amp spawns. Middle of the map, way up top. You can technically piston up to it, but really you're going to be looking to grab it with jump boots, which spawn right around the corner. So keep that in mind. There will be a lot of times when the Amp gets... Oh, Clinic killing his teammate and an opponent, but I'm saying there's going to be a lot of times whenever that Amp gets delayed. Looked like someone did grab jump boots. I'm not sure who it is. But Lass has the Amp in his hands. He's up top here. Looking to try to avoid killing his teammates. He does just that. Oh, he does get killed by his teammate, though. Forgot to avoid that part. I'm not sure where the Amp went. Nobody seemed to pick it up. There's Wasty with it. Only 20 HP. He's going to take it over to... We do have the vest spawning in 10 seconds, so maybe not a bad move to help his teammates secure that room. This is also a pretty decent room to have jump boots in, which he does have. He's going to be diving straight for that, and he takes it off the slide. He's going to go ahead and bail. So 20 seconds till the belt spawns. Took a quick look at the scoreboard. So opening round, I mean, it looks like 2-0 belts. 3 to 200 armors. Of course, a little bit of amp time for Mesa there. So ShKsters really controlled the power-ups in map 1, and that's kind of what let them stay in it as long as they did, because Mesa, I think, a little bit stronger just from a pure fragging standpoint. So in this game, if they're going to give up these power-ups, that could be a really tough matchup for them. And early on, that's what it looks like. You see Inceptos with 100 armor, Kuzki with 150, Amps coming up soon. So boots are up and Amp is up. Inceptos on a rampage, meanwhile. Kuzki still hasn't been touched with this shield belt. It looked like somebody grabbed jump boots. Surprising not to see. Oh, there we go. Last able to grab that Amp. Probably went boots to Amp. Takes a ton of damage in the process. Actually has a respawner right in front of him. Gets the kill. Unfortunate respawn for Crush there. Kind of interesting to see them take the armor from in front of their Amp teammate, but he's going to be on the hunt, pushing people out. Crush saying he's having some lagging issues. Doesn't... Ping-wise seems average-ish. In any case, big lead here for Mesa as they're able to push through and really clamp down on this map. Inceptos now dominating and kills all around the map. Last on a rampage, and it looks like we're having a concession here early on. ShKsters maybe not really feeling the hub there, so we're going to see an early concession and another point on the board for Mesa. Well, on the plus side, that does help catch us up here. So now we're halfway through this matchup. We played both 4v4s. We played one of the duels. We're going to have another duel coming up next, I believe, and then we'll finish it off with the 2v2 portion. Okay, looks like AGV's got a game up already. I presume that might be where we're playing. All right, here we go. Toxic Shade jumping in. So it looks like AGV will be ShKsters dual representative here, and Toxic Shade, who has been playing. Mesa's got a few different players that have kind of rotated in and out.
Hail to the king, baby.
They might be trying a different hub. Okay, looks like we're going to maybe start off in the NYC hub, so we'll give that a shot. It looks like they're starting on deep now. I'm not sure if that's the first map, but we will find out. Ooh, and I get to download it again because I had to clear out all my packs from the broken pack earlier. Well, that's all right. I'll let you take a quick peek at these standings while we're at it. We can even talk about the rest of the matches going on. So again, an updated look at the rankings. You're seeing some crooked numbers up there now. 6-7 matches played, really getting towards the end of this season. Points stacking up for folks. Now we're looking at the schedule again. Of course, last matchup here, Mesa versus ShKsters. You can see the remaining matches throughout the last couple weekends and then right on into the playoffs. It's been a long road here. You want to just like just zoom out and get an idea, right? Like, look how many matches we played. Lots of video games happening. I want to just call that out. I mean, we kind of like looked when we were at the halfway point of the season. But yeah, this has been kind of a thing, hasn't it? So appreciate all the players for keeping things rolling. All the admins, of course. Of course, all the viewers hanging out with us week after week. All right, looks like we do have Toxic Shade and AGV in the server. I'll be joining in here any second.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, so it looks like we are on DM Deep. I guess that is the first map. We're on the North American hub, so that would make this, I believe, AGV's map pick. All right, players are ready. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. ConX5 jumping in after some amount of discussion over maps and hubs. It looks like AGV is conceding this map. I know he had some scheduling issues. Like they were trying to get this match bumped up. We're running a bit behind schedule, and it's like 1 a.m. over there. So maybe that's the idea here, is to go ahead and concede a map to try to catch us up on time. So there you go. Toxic Shade up 1 map, it looks like. Not sure if they're going to change hubs or just skip to map 2 here, though.
Hail to the king, baby.
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty close match, I suppose. 1-0, or was it? Does that count as a -1? I guess it was 0 to -1. But we have seen closer matches today. We've had some overtime matches. All right, looks like Toxic ready. Looks like AGV ready as well. All right. Remember, Toxic playing with a 1-map advantage. AGV trying to force a map through with the win here. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 jumping into map 2 directly. Oh, AGV with the rising combo. Smacking Toxic Shade down in the opening seconds. Toxic Shade with the 1-map advantage here. AGV going to have to win this one to force a map 3. We're playing things a little bit out of order. So Mesa Gaming right now with with 3 points in their favor. This will be the 4th one available, and then they'll be playing a 2v2 after this. Oh, nice sniper shot through the goo ball. Toxic Shade back on top. And again, with the follow-up off of the spawn. We've seen that so many times in this map where players, they can anticipate the spawn, really force the issue. Just baiting him down, just daring him to dive down, and he does. Oh, and he steals it. AGV able to grab the belt and get the kill on Toxic Shade. What a huge play right there by AGV. Should have been dead to rights. Don't know how he survived that. Steals the belt, turns around, snipes him in the face, and pulls within 1. Chance to tie it up here. He's got him pinned in the corner. Has to be careful. It doesn't want to eat any combos. Up close with those rockets. So difficult to escape. Down to 5 HP. The next shot by either player could get a kill. And smart play by Toxic. He backs up immediately into those health bubbles. AGV still only at 30 HP. He's going to have to try to find a way to stack back up. I mean, he still has 20 seconds till the belt spawns, but Toxic's going to have that 100 armor. So Toxic able to sneak around and pick up that belt. AGV just trying to kind of reset himself, I think, stock up on weapons and armor or ammo, and a couple of nice shots there to eat into that armor lead. And if he can secure this 100 armor, that right there was a nice turnaround. Nothing crazy coming out there, but he broke down Toxic Shade's armor and was able to secure the 100 himself. That was a pretty nice little flip of control there by AGV. He takes a fadeaway shot, and they're both pretty damaged at this point. AGV may have to back up here. Toxic Shade, if he wants to force the issue, could probably do so. You hear Toxic Shade here just trying to be sneaky. So just crawling along the path there, picking up the belt. Oh, and the 180 sniper shot gonna turn away AGV. Toxic here not playing super aggressive though, being very careful and methodical. But like we've seen earlier today, if you run the map, if you're in control and you're not able to churn out some points from it, that could come back to bite you later. If map control does flip and you're playing against an aggressive player, you can control the map for 90% of the time, but if they're able to answer right back and spawn kill you 3 or 4 times, doesn't really matter. Oh, nice combo there, but AGV feeds him some rockets, and now AGV with a big shot right there has earned himself a shield belt and an opportunity to maybe chase chase him down and force a fight. He can survive a couple shots with that belt, gets in his face, and ties it up. We're about to be halfway through this map, and we are all even now. 3 apiece, 2 more shot primaries coming out in a huge combo on Toxic. Toxic is stuck in the corner there. Actually does pretty well to get out. A tough situation here by Toxic. He needs to get in and grab some health, but the health bubbles are gone. And he is just completely stuck in close range battle. And the turnaround flak primary by AGV puts him back in the lead as we approach the halfway mark. AGV now gives up that 100, but the rising combo, he's been hitting those pretty consistently this game. Turns Toxic away. Toxic, still a little bit of an armor advantage, dives into his face, takes the high road. You saw him getting up top on that cliff. So underutilized in this map, especially if your opponent's sitting there with flak and you can jump on top with Link. That was a perfect situation to utilize that ledge. Did it beautifully, got the kill, got the 100 armor. And more importantly, tied things back up. Eats a bit of a flak ball there. And both players are so weak. Less than 60 HP. One snipe would kill either one. 100 armor spawns in 5 seconds. You got about 6 seconds between the 100 and the belt. So interesting moves here. So AGV is going to be on the run. Toxic may try to track him down to get the kill. 100 armor has been up, but the Link taking him down, pushing him away. Okay, so it looks like Toxic's gonna grab the belt. AGV grabs the 100, 3 HP. If Toxic can get a single shot on AGV and get a kill, he's underneath him at the health bubbles, and Toxic right there possibly missed out on a golden opportunity. AGV was going for the health right below him. I don't think he realized, but hits 3 shocks in a row, down to 8 health. And Toxic, at times, has had trouble finishing him off, but catches him right there, back into the lead with 3.5 minutes to go. Toxic right now, you can see playing very defensive. And AGV really not wanting to take any more damage. Only down by 1 with 3 minutes to go. I was curious to see what would happen there. Backs out of that situation. Grabs the 100 armor. Going to try to just get some sort of initiation damage, but this time Toxic gets it first. Feeds him a combo. Going to be chasing him down. AGV not extremely weak, but he certainly doesn't want to get into a fight in close range right now. Ooh, that flak ball could have been huge. Just barely misses, an AGV sneaks up on him and gets him with the flak, the primary and the flak ball back to back. I said he didn't want a close range fight, and then the follow-up combo, and AGV back into the lead now, and that's what I was talking about earlier in the match. Toxic's been doing a good job of running the map and controlling the power-ups, but when he's been in control, he's been a little bit vulnerable to allowing AGV to escape and not converting his kills, and that's allowed AGV to kind of pick his spots, wait for a moment, get a big spike damage on Toxic, and then all of a sudden strike. So now all the pressure is on Toxic. Toxic, though, able to grab that shield belt, so now Toxic can be on the run. Chasing him down, 100 armor is up. AGV maybe going for it a little late. I think he's just going to run away. At this point, not a bad move. AGV doesn't need to do any more damage. All he has to do is survive. Oh, catches 2 shocks in a row. AGV now in trouble. Another shot would take him out. One more snipe. He's going to pull out the Lincoln. AGV trapped in the corner. This could be tricky. He's trying to get away, and nice job jumping up top. Back up to 100 HP just like that, and back down to 35. One more shot could do it. He's pinned into the corner. Toxic's got 50-50s. Basically just coin toss after coin toss, and Toxic up top has him down to 25 HP, and we're down to a minute to go. Toxic has to get one more kill. There's still 10 seconds till that belt spawns. Oh, AGV goes up for the health. I don't know if Toxic has timing of this belt or not. He thought AGV was going to sit there and grab it, but instead he ran away. That's going to take precious ticks off the clock. And Toxic had him down to 25 health at one point. Oh, had him lined up with a big combo. Couldn't complete it. But does hit him from below, so one or two more big shots, and there's the headshot to tie it up with 35 seconds left to go. Toxic Shade playing uber patient right now, and now complete control of the map. Does he try to finish him off in the next 25 seconds, or is he just going to be content to hold the map, hold his advantage, and then wait for AGV to make a mistake? Toxic just shot himself right back into the game with that clutch headshot.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And it looks like Toxic Shade not going to take any chances, going to stock up on some health. Health vials do spawn, or excuse me, health belt does spawn. Shield belt does spawn, along with the health vials, to be fair. Close range battle. He gave up the belt, so a bit of a mistake, I think. I don't think that was a tactical play by Toxic. I think he just maybe didn't see AGV head over there. So AGV with a little bit more armor. Lots more health for Toxic Shade, though. And now with that 50 armor, he's going to have the ability to stand in there pretty much dead even with their stacks right now. They're going to trade shots from across the map. So fairly even, maybe a slight advantage for Toxic Shade. Oh, AGV drops down right in front of him. They trade shots again, and AGV one shot away from going down. He's going to have to back up. Can Toxic Shade track him down? He does get behind him with that link gun, melts him down, finally takes the lead again. With a minute to go, he was fully in control, but you just wondered, would he get his shot? And he did. He guessed right that time, ended up behind him with the link gun out. Shield belt up, though, and AGV able to grab it, so we'll go on board with him. So AGV now, all the pressure on him. Close range flak, needs to make something happen right here. Does tons of damage. Can he get the kill? Needs one more shot. And he runs out of ammo, and Toxic baits him around the corner with 13 HP. All he had to do was hit him with anything, but he ran out of flak ammo, had to switch to Enforcer, and I think that may be what seals the deal right there. Toxic gonna hold on. AGV gonna stay fighting, but I think he's just gonna run out of time here. Another overtime game today. So close between these two, and AGV had his opportunities there. But credit Toxic Shade, played very, very patient, very methodical, ran the maps, did what he needed to do. Mesa Gaming taking another point. And now all we've got left is the 2v2 portion of this matchup for the last point on the board. And again, we'll switch over to the rankings. Mesa Gaming having a pretty big day right now. All right, so only thing left, last match of the day. We've got the 2v2 TDM portion. It'll be a best of 3 between these two to settle it all, get the last point on the board, and close us out. Again, we'll take a look. We are here. Week 7, Mesa Gaming versus ShKsters to close us out. You can see week 8 coming up, a short one next week, and then a long one to finish us off on the 26th. And then the first weekend of August, that will be our playoffs. UTProLeague.com. Definitely check it out. Get all of the info on the rankings and the standings and the previews and all of that business as it happens. Of course, all of the social media available as well for Razor Edge Gaming and UTProLeague. Go back to the rankings while we wait for the server to pop up. All right, looks like game is up, jumping in now. Map 1 looks to be ranking. Okay, it looks like we've got this hosted in 2 different hubs. We're looking at ShKsters obviously in one hub. It looks like Mesa hosted in another hub. So we'll let them sort that out and figure out which one they want to go to. And again, last games of the day. Best of 3 2v2 between Mesa and ShKsters will close us out. All right, looks like still some talk deciding which hub to jump into, so I will let them sort that out. Okay, looks like we do have a server sorted out, so we're gonna jump in on that. Ooh, look. My first crash of the day. Good to get it out of the way, you know? All right, looks like we're on London, jumping in. Rankin, map 1. Hopefully getting kicked off shortly. This is, again, our last matchup of the day. 2v2 TDM between Mesa and ShKsters, and that will close us out.
Hail to the king, baby.
All right, players are ready. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Finally, we are here ready to close out the day. Thanks everyone for waiting while I got things sorted. Here we go, Mesa versus ShKsters, best of 3 2v2 for the last point on the table. Everyone taking damage early on. So a couple of shots back and forth. Ultimately, Mesa taking an early lead. First 100 armor going to Wasty here. Oh, and the falling flag primary, just waiting for him. So this will be on the European hub, so this will be Mesa's map pick. We did see them... Ooh. Ooh, I saw that happening. So a killing spree right off the back for Wasty. We do have Amp coming up in 10 seconds. Be curious to see if he takes that armor around to it last. Had some armor himself, but he got eaten up. I'm not sure. Wasty's a little out of position right now. He's circled around by the belt. Not sure if he didn't have the right timing or what, but there he goes, circles around and gets the double kill. Sometimes being out of position can be unpredictable, right? So a fortunate turn of events there. Gets the double kill, takes that Amp. A couple of respawners in front of him. Surprised he hasn't turned to... Oh, never mind. I was surprised he hadn't turned to a hit scan weapon. Gets another double kill there. So a big Amp run there by Wasty. B-Ball's going to end up with him, taking him down and getting the Amp for a few seconds. Might be able to keep Mesa off of the belt with it, at the very least. Air Rocket knocks him down. They trade kills. Belt does go to Clinic, though, so we'll go on board with him for a bit. All right, so after a couple of power-ups spawn, you can see 3-to-1 vest. That's usually a pretty good indicator on how teams are controlling the map, since it is something that you'll access from the top middle. If a team is holding sniper, holding that top kind of platform in the map, more often than not, they're also going to control that vest. They've traded belts and pretty much traded amps as well. So at this point, Mesa really just leaning on their fragging ability, which they kind of did in the 4v4 portion as well, but I think it's a little bit easier in 2v2 to do so, especially on a map like this. Ooh, Amp in his hands. Wasty takes out B-Ball, though. That'll give Wasty the Amp. And another killing spree right now. Wasty 14-3. A really great start to kick this map off, but of course, Rankin being such a small map, plenty of time for ShKsters to come back in it. Oh, the rocket pushes him back. I was curious to see who would make the push there, but Wasty heads back down to the belt, grabs it, gets chased down from behind, big flak, takes him down to 3 HP, does get the kill, but he'll be on the run. And both Mesa players right now are super weak. We'll see if they can regroup. Clinic took out last. Wasty's going to try to scoop up the 50 armor. He really needs to get some health under him, though. You got 10 seconds till the belt spawn. Excuse me, 10 seconds till the amp spawns. 100 armor did go to ShKsters. So this could be an opportunity here for Clinic and B-Ball to try to take control of this map. Amp is up right now, and they pretty much had control of that armor up top. You see them drop it down on it, but Mesa beats him to it. Wasty just beat them there in a foot race. Oh, nice sneaky play there. Both players kind of a standoff around the corner. 100 armor up in 2 seconds. It seems like he has some idea that it might be spawning, but not the exact timing. He jumps down off of it to try to help his teammate at belt. Nice play to get 1 kill. Ooh, big combo. And the amp not really doing a ton of damage there, but they did churn out a couple kills. But ShKsters right now still running around with more armor. We'll see what they can make happen. B-Ball's going to have that 100 on top of it. That will allow them to be aggressive. It's only an 11-point lead. Oh, that flak tears him up. Wasty just baiting B-Ball, daring him to chase after him. He does. Clinic grabs the 100 armor up top. We'll see what he can do. Getting in position for this belt. So belt's up in 5 seconds. We'll see, you see Lass out in front of it. Wasty standing kind of in the crossroads there. He's going to back up and pick it up. Clinic on a killing spree, though. Wasty kind of stuck down out of position. Amp has actually been up for a few seconds. Let's head over to it. Last grabs it. He goes down immediately. They only had like 10 health. So it's a 10 frag lead for Mesa, but ShKsters now has pretty solid control over that amp. What can they do with it? There's 1 kill on Last. Ooh, here's those rockets around the corner. Wasty has to turn around and run away. Oh, big combo opportunity for Clinic. Couldn't quite complete it. And kind of unfortunate on a map of this size, you really don't want any amps to go to waste, but they didn't get a whole lot of damage output from that one. Still though, not even halfway through this map, plenty of time for ShKsters to try to come back into it. Clinic kills himself with the shock ball. That's unfortunate, but B-Ball does manage to get the double kill off of the belt, and that will go back to Clinic, so we'll stay on board with him for now. Take a quick look at the scoreboard to see how things are shaken out. So we're just at the halfway point. Remember, this is map 1. It'll be best of 3 for this last point in the matchup. Ooh, combo from behind just comes up short. We do have Amp up as well, and I think both teams have kind of been losing their eye for the Amp just a little bit. B-Ball picked it up. You see him taking shots down range. Only 57 HP though, so he's got to be careful. He takes 1 shot, does get the trade down to an 8 frag lead. So very, very slowly, ShKsters is shooting their way back into it. And there's the killing spree. B-Ball clutch shooting coming in, only down to a 5 frag deficit now. Ooh, he got baited there. So B-Ball there, you saw him coming around the corner, trying to make a move, but Mesa was waiting for him. 2 players aiming right down the sights. So now what are they going to do for the next few seconds? You got 10 seconds till the 100 armor spawns. You've actually got 10 seconds till the belt spawns. So if B-Ball's waiting on that, they're going to be there a little bit early. Last going to knock him off it. Now Last is there a bit early. He goes down to Clinic. Belt's up in 3 seconds. Wasty got the kill on Clinic. Everybody died except Wasty, and Wasty in position for it, gets the kill. He goes down to B-Ball. We've seen about 8 kills in the past 30 seconds right around that power-up. B-Ball able to get it, come across the map, and try to challenge Amp. He gets 1 shot on Last. Last answers back, though, so Last with the Amp sniper shot defends himself, pushing it back up to an 11 frag lead. These guys have been super aggressive in the last couple minutes, just back and forth. People just diving at each other, fighting. Oh, the big flak primary by Wasty. takes him down there, and kind of slowly but surely, Mesa's been extending this lead. Every time ShKsters fights back in, they fight back up. They counterattack right back. And it's just been like one step forward, one step forward. Mesa just slowly increasing it. It's a 15 frag lead now. Certainly far from insurmountable. Oh, B-Ball getting chased down. If he can get a couple more stinger shots, Last just circled around him. We did see Wasty grab that belt. We'll go on board with him. Amp is up in 8 seconds. If Wasty can grab this amp with... Ooh, well, he had the belt. Now he's down at 25 armor, so not a ton of armor, but one big amp run by Mesa could really put this thing out of reach. They got their opportunity. There's one kill. There's another, putting it up. Oh, and another one. This could be what they were looking for. Almost up to a 20 frag lead now with under 4 minutes to go. So kind of a quiet end to that amp run, but a couple of big kills early on. Wasty actually kills himself. The kamikaze on Clinic, not going to do him any good, but... I mean, to be fair, I think those rockets hit him from behind. B-Ball getting in his face, taking him down. Trying to cut into this lead with 3 minutes to go. I mean, Rankin is a really small map. You can turn out a lot of kills real quick. But I don't know, 20... Now we're down to an 18-point lead with less than 3 minutes to go. It might be doable. You see Clinic getting way out in front of the shield belt, though. And Belt's actually spawning right now. I don't know if Clinic heard that. Meanwhile, Wasty across the map picked up that amp, and that's going to be critical. Oh, the double tap with the shock primary and the sniper follow-up. And I think that may do it. There's another killing spree by Wasty. Is that his third killing spree of the game? I mean, you check the scoreboard. He's 32 and 10. Last with way more deaths, but actually a little bit more damage. But a huge game for Wasty here. Looks like map 1's going to go to Mesa. Again, this is the last match of the day. It's going to be best of 3, so first map to Mesa. ShKsters will have a chance to play on their map pick next. You see the patience there by Wasty. This map has a lot of opportunities for crossfire. Just the way it's structured. You get a lot of 90-degree angles, a lot of people fighting face-to-face, and then someone else shooting them from, you know, around a right angle or whatever. So smart play, just kind of sitting back and taking those free shots. And Wasty with another amp. It seems like Mesa was just all over the power-up. So throughout this matchup, ShKsters has often been in position to really challenge or even grab the power-ups a little bit better than Mesa. But I feel like this map in particular, Mesa really cleaned that up a bit. And that's why you see them kind of running away with it a little bit. 25 frag lead as we close this one out. You can see double the amp time. Actually, I guess I was wrong. One more belt, actually, for ShKsters. And a few more vests. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we've seen throughout the day. But the amp in particular, double the amp time for Mesa. And especially, I mean, you've seen Wasty with a couple of big amp runs already. So, really more to the point, not just being around the amp, but actually making something happen with it. That's one of those stats. Kills with amp sometimes can be a little bit difficult to track, but sometimes teams will put a lot of emphasis on grabbing the amp and won't really do much with it. Mesa this game really made great use of the power-ups. Able to turn that into damage and into kills, and it is now map point for them, or match map, or however you want to say it. One map to Mesa, one map away from taking the last point on the board for the day. ShKsters looking to win their map and force a map 3. They're going to move hubs here, so we'll head over to the other server as soon as they get it up and running. Looks like they're going to go to the NYC hub. We'll jump in there and wait for it to pop up. All right, we're going to be on DM Codex for map 2 here. Perhaps not a super surprising map pick. Apologies for the downloads. Again, though, had to clean out my packs earlier in the day due to another download. But hey, sometimes you just got to clean out your garage, right? All right, Codex. Downloading again. That's cool. No, you know what? It was good the first time. Well, the sequel will be just as good, right? You know, that's the thing though, is we've been house shopping recently, looking for a new place to live. There's a lot of houses out here that either never had garages or they converted them, right, just to turn it into another room. And so it's kind of interesting, the concept of like, how much do I really need a garage? That said, it looks like the house we're going to be moving into actually has an extra big garage, a 2-car one. So, I mean, you know, I'll be able to pretend like I can work on cars, or maybe pretend like I can woodwork, or I don't know, pretend like I can do all sorts of projects that I don't actually do. Ooh, maybe I can sit out there and pretend like I'm going to finish all the t-shirt designs that I've started. Yeah, that'll be good. See, the problem with storage is the only reason to store something in your garage is if you're going to use it somewhere outside of your home, like camping and stuff. But we're not allowed to do things outside our home now, so... All right, looks like everyone is ready. Here we go. Codex going to be map 2. This, again, will be ShKsters' map pick. But Mesa with the 1 map lead, looking to close out their day with the victory. Here is your countdown. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. Bringing you the last matchup of the day. Mesa versus ShKsters 2v2. Oh, flak ball straight to the face. Everyone going down. And another flak. This is a particularly flak-friendly map due to the shape of it, how close quarters it is, the way you can predict players going up and down lifts and such. Expect to see a lot of flak come into play. Also a lot of mid-range shot combos. Here we do see the 100 armor spawning and the grab by Wasty mid-fight with a double kill as well. We'll see what he can do off of that. There it is, that little crossroads section. It's so hard to avoid that flag bouncing around in there. Another flak ball close range, and again, in that crossroads area, that flak's so hard to avoid. Wasty gonna grab 100 armor, so kind of interesting to see him grabbing multiple armors on top of each other rather than Last backing up to grab it and share it, but that could just be their strategy. Last is one of those players that likes to be aggressive, maybe feels more comfortable just being, you know, plus forward, I think is the word that some of the Quake players might use, right? So as it is, 3 seconds till this amp spawns. Amp in this map is kind of an interesting beast. It's up top there, you can see players jockeying for position. Rampage there by Wasty again, starting off on a killing spree just like he did last map. Dropping a flak ball into their faces. There's another flak primary. Wasty right now going nuts with the flak cannon. We'll see. 34 shots, 10 kills. And with that amp, it just makes the primary that much deadlier. Oh, and another flak ball. Wasty right now, kind of known for his shock and snipe skills. Putting on a, well, no pun intended, but putting on a clinic with the flak right now. Ooh, almost eats some goo. And another flak ball. So here's the thing though, Wasty might run out of flak ammo at some point in the near future, and then he might have to switch to shock rifle. So, you know, that could really be a hindrance to him. Oh, Clinic kills him and himself with the flak cannon. That seems appropriate. But of course, Wasty respawns and grabs that flak cannon, so he's right back to it. And another flak ball to primary combo. Wasty right now just dominating this map with one weapon. Getting 400 armor vest certainly doesn't hurt, to be fair. But look at that, 19-1 already. ShKsters did grab that belt. Oh, and he gets knocked down, so getting way out in front of that amp, not going to help. That allowed ShKsters to sneak through, chase Wasty off, kill Last off of it, and now ShKsters has an opportunity to try to cut into this lead. It's a 19 frag lead, which is huge early on, but still 11 and a half minutes on the clock. Wasty. I think that might have been a morale killer there, and it looks like that might be already a concession. I don't know if that's an actual concession or Clinic goofing off. We certainly have a 21 frag lead, and I mean, you look at Wasty, he's 23-1 right now. He's about to have another rampage. And there it is. There's the actual concession. Mesa continuing the sweep. And that will do it. That is our day. I'm going to exit out, send you over to the website. So yeah, long day for us. We had MOW versus Baguette, DW versus SOW. Those were the matches Dusik brought you. Appreciate Dusik for covering those early games. Then we had Baguette versus Latam. We will looked at that one. Latam putting 5 points on the board, really climbing those rankings. Sons of War taking the first map against All-Stars, which could have big implications by the end on the rankings and on seedings and all that. So a big initial start to that matchup by SOW, but ultimately All-Stars taking the other 4 points in a row. Mesa Gaming taking all 5 points there from ShKsters, and that's really going to benefit them. I think we still haven't had all of the points quite updated from today's matches. We'll give it a quick refresh. But you can see Mesa Gaming continuing to climb those rankings. And yeah, again, next week we've got a short one next week, and then a long one to close things out the week after that, and then the first weekend of August will be our playoffs. So